Hi, my name is Rachel. Welcome to my channel, Learning with Boys. I have 4 boys ages 10 to 19. Been homeschooling for 14 years. And today I want to talk about planning, and I have a few different things I want to talk about under that subject. For me, it's a little bit different this year and a little bit emotional. I only have 2, so it will be a little bit different, but it's still very busy with my older ones. But I want to tell you how much I appreciate those who have subscribed to my channel. It means so much to me. And if you watch often and you haven't subscribed, please do that. It'd be such an encouragement and help to my channel right now. So I want to talk about planning. The first thing I want to mention is the thought of when am I going to start school? You know, some people do a year-round school, and I think this could fit in that way also, and I will tell you why in just a minute. Or, you know, you could just go with the school year, which is pretty much what we do. We usually start a little bit earlier and finish a little bit earlier. But when I decide on what week or day I want to start, I don't start all my subjects that week. I've never done that. I usually start at least with math, and it probably depends, especially if it's a newer curriculum. I might want to start with the newer curriculum. I might want to start off with just math and language arts to get my children understanding what is expected of them for that, and maybe if it's new to me, just to make sure that I'm in step with it. So I want to give you that thought. I feel like when I've done it, like try to do it all at one time, and I have several children, it's a little overwhelming to try to figure that all out, because I usually have one saying, well, what do I do now? Or another one saying, can I go play now? You know, especially when they were little. So it's easier if I can just that first week focus, think about how long each subject is going to take me, especially those language arts and math that are required. So I want to mention that idea to you. I have a friend who would start her high schooler. I remember her mentioning this to me when her oldest first went into high school, that she would actually take the first 2 weeks just with that high schooler to make sure they understood what was expected of them and the time that would be required of them. And I just thought that was a wonderful idea. And I have done that, like with my soon-to-be 10th grader. I'm not sure I'll separate them this year. I only have 2, so I'll probably just start them off both at the same time, but probably not on all the subjects. Probably definitely math and probably language arts, because that's going to be a little bit different for both of them this year. And I will be doing a video on what I will be doing for my high school, which I mentioned in my 10th grade curriculum video, but it is IEW. It's their new program, level C1. So I'm excited about it. I'm a little nervous. He has done some of the videos, but this is new. So I'm excited to see what's going on in this IEW world now. So I will be sharing that with you in another video. So if you like this type of content, please hit that bell. You'll be notified when I have new videos come out. So I will probably start those 2, and I'm not sure. I may take a week, and if I'm not confident that we're ready, I may take 2 weeks. I probably wouldn't take any more than 2 weeks. Let me know, is this something new to you, or is this what works best for your family, is starting a few subjects, waiting a little while, and then adding in? So I know it's not a new concept, but I want to share that with you just in case you haven't thought about it, or maybe that is what I need to make this school year run a little bit smoother. I do want to talk about some planning, what I have come to realize about myself, and I'm going to turn the camera around and show you a little bit about that. I do want to mention this book, and I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with her. I purchased it a few years back, and it was more of just like, I've been homeschooling for a while, but I think I just needed a little punch to say, you can do this, keep going, and reminders. And it was such a good encouragement to me at the time. So if you're in that time of your life where you just, okay, I've been doing this, you know, and you sort of lose track of where am I at? What am I supposed to be doing again? So it was helpful with some of those reminders and my goals and just the planning of it all. And it was Plan Your Year, Homeschool Planning for Purpose and Peace by Pam Barnhill. Now, Pam Barnhill is probably known most for her morning baskets. And the funny thing is I've never really felt like I've done that. Now, definitely have pulled separate books. We've done a lot of read alouds that really had nothing to do with the curriculum. We might do some separate studies over the years, but I never sat down and put it all in a basket and said, this is my morning basket. But I've always loved the idea. So if that sounds like something you would like, it's Pam Barnhill, and I know she has a podcast, a YouTube channel, a blog post. So I'm sure that you'd be able to find her. I'll probably try to link something below for this book. But it actually talks about just setting your goals and your purpose and different things like that. It gives you some sample schedules in here. I don't think I even looked at it last year, but I pulled it out as I was thinking about this school year and how I wanted to do things maybe a little bit differently. So a great resource just to have on hand. Maybe you won't pull it out every year, but it's there when you need some reminders. So I wanted to share that with you. All right, I am going to turn the camera around and give you some thoughts of my planning and where I'm going. I want to make a mom's homeschool 3-ring binder notebook, which I usually have, but I really feel like it needs to be updated. And I do encourage you to have something like that. Make sure that you have, your state laws, if you're under an umbrella, any paperwork that you would need to be able to know exactly where it's at and grab it quickly. And it's easier if it's just all in one place. Maybe you could keep your co-op, if you're in a co-op, information there. We have to be under an umbrella, so we keep all our information about that there. My son takes piano from a conservatory, so we would keep all that in there. Just anything for me and something that I would need to grab, like I needed a phone number or I needed some information. It's really good to have it all in one spot. Right now, mine isn't too fancy. I was thinking I need to print a pretty cover. So, but this is what I want to look through, and I'm going to show you some other things that I'm realizing I just need to let go. Okay, first of all, I'm just going to admit my, I guess you could say, failure here. These are 2 planners that I have used, and I've talked about planners before in another video, but I have used this planner, I think, when my oldest was going into 9th grade, and I really liked it. And the reason I liked it, and I really actually used it a lot that year, is because, try not to give you a page with too much information on it. It has several of these student schedules, has a schedule and their subjects, one for each student. I think it's up to 6. And then it has several of these for each of the subjects. And I used this a lot for each of his subjects, so I could keep track on where he was, and I had it all filled out. But I tried that. I don't know if it was just because of that year in the curriculum and it worked so well. I may have done it the year after that. But I'm pretty sure I tried this book. This is a simple plan, and it is by Mardell. That is where I've ordered it. It's beautiful, and I love beautiful things and beautiful planners, but it doesn't help if I'm not going to use it like I should. This is the Ultimate Homeschool Planner by Deborah Bell, and the nice thing about this is it's not dated. There's some stuff here. I've actually pulled out some pages that I am going to set aside, and either it's information I want to keep, actually, just like websites, contact information for different people. But I had it all dated, and I did start using it, but I could say probably a majority of it is not used. So I'm almost tempted just to keep, pull out the few pages that I do want, sort of discard the things that I have used, and maybe it'd be beneficial to another mom to try if she's not used a planner and she wants to try it. Be better to get it free and try it, right? So I may do that. So I do have this planner, which I have used, probably still not to its full potential, and I had this in a video that I did, and I'm going to continue just to use this for, you know, my basic family scheduling, not really for homeschool, you know, for groceries, for thoughts, keeping up with appointments, that type of thing. But I am not the best calendar person. I think I have it visually stuck in my mind when I really don't. So I really should have calendars. I do use phone reminders a lot, and that helps me a lot. So, but if you are interested in a planner, this is my favorite probably for a homeschool. Wanted to share that with you, especially if you do have some in high school or you're a very scheduled person and you have to have it all written down. This is going to give you so much more. I have a planner for my high schooler, and it's the same one, different cover, that I used last year, and that helps me, and that helps him. And that's just a book where I can write details for him to mark off and have done. So that is what we're going to continue to do. Gives me a place for all the subjects. It worked really well last year. I have a video on it. I'll link it below. So that is what we're going to use for him. And for my 5th grader, we're going to recycle this book because obviously it's the wrong date. It's got a clear cover, so I might try to put a sticker or something over that. He does like planes and jets, but it's has all about me. This is a book that this was also in my planner video, and I'll have that linked below. But you pretty much just write their schedule and they check it off. So it's really just going to be a check off thing for him that he did his schoolwork throughout the school year. And then for the next week, you would just put another page in. So, and I give a lot more detail about this in my other video if you want to see where you can purchase something like this. I actually made this one myself, sort of like a wannabe copy, but you can purchase these, and I'll try to link that below too with the video. Okay, I am thinking I'm going to do a little recycling here. Okay, here is my Mama Homeschool notebook. I don't have it completely filled in, but I want to share it with you so I can get this video out for you. But obviously, I took the cover from the planner that I liked and I cut it off and put it in here. And I used a couple other things. Oh, let me show you this before I get too started. This is just a little bag that I keep Mama pens, little Post-its type things in here that I can use and have handy while I work in a planner or just to know where Mom's stuff is. But these are a couple things that I laminated, some planners, a daily planner scheduling, more of a schedule thing that I will show in my next video for my boys. Have some extra planners there. I just keep some copies. But I found this paper also that I had probably printed off a long time ago because I don't have a colored printer anymore, but I really liked it and I thought it'd be nice just to have something to maybe put thoughts down or scripture when I want to have paper, because I feel like that happens a lot and I'm looking for paper. It's just different designs in here. I don't even know if this is what it's meant for, but I have that. One of the dividers from the planner that I recycled. And then some information type sheets that I will use is towards the front. And this section is my umbrella. They send us a calendar every year, and so I can mark that off. And then lots of information about they send me the grades from last year, and also I will have any high school information I need for my son. So that's my umbrella section. And then this is some stuff I also took out of the planner. There was a grading chart. I don't know. I've used that a few times. Not sure if I'll use it now, but I'll keep it just in case I need it, maybe for math or something. Also, they had like this little tracker, and I'll probably just use this for, I don't know if you ever see new curriculum or hear about curriculum and you think, oh, I want to look that up later, this would be a running list that I could keep for that. And these were the pages that I really liked out of that planner the best. And I will keep, they have one for each student, their subjects, their curriculum. They are using, we could go ahead and put their weekly schedule if I decide to, but that just gives me a quick look if somebody asks or I need to inform somebody that I don't have to think, well, for math they use this, I'll just have it all right here. So have a couple of those, and then I kept quite a bit of these because I thought I will maybe use them over the years, because I do remember using, like I could use this for health and just sort of schedule out what I expect for each week from him, and he could just keep track of it, and I could double check to see, is he behind? Is he ahead? That would be wonderful. So I'm probably going to fill these out for a couple of the subjects because he does use Heart of Dakota. That is his history, and his government seemed like something else, his Bible. So I probably won't use that for these, but maybe some of his other subjects. So that is mainly what is in that section. Let's see. Okay, I kept, I have a high school notebook, but I put a few things. This is something new I printed off and have not even looked at it. It is from Annie and Everything. She has a lot of information on high school, and I thought, oh, she had a free printable, so I thought I'd print it off. Some high school forms, just some things that in case I want to grab, maybe even fill out for my son. And then in the next section is another form I pulled out, which was more of an extracurricular activity, can put more information. But he takes piano. You could use this for sports. You could use this for anything that you might have forms or things you want to keep that are sort of important papers for those activities. And then in the last section, I'm probably going to keep like our state laws and also information from HSLDA, which I have not got all this put in here yet. So wanted to share that with you. And then I found this thing that I had for driver's license, which my son is working on. So I put that back there so I will remember where it is at. But I wanted to share this with you. I hope it was helpful. All right, I appreciate you watching this video. I hope it was helpful and gave you some ideas. And I do plan on doing a part 2. I need to work on my carts. I need to work on some scheduling for the boys and some other things. So I hope you all have a wonderful week, and thank you so much.